Hello to you all and welcome to part 3 of BAMP 2018. Now if you haven't seen the other videos in the series, check them out before you watch this one, especially the first one. You can't really do this one without having seen the first one. I am adding them to a playlist as we go along, so it should make it easier to find everything. And I've got a couple of things I'll mention at the beginning because I'll probably forget. If you are not already a Stampin' Up customer, then you probably don't know about celebrations. Now, with celebrations, that's running from January till the 31st of March, and for every £45 worth of, for every £45 that you spend, you get a free gift. And it's not a small free gift, we're talking a full stamp set. There's possibility that you could get the die set that's available, and there's more coming soon, so don't miss out on that. If you are a customer, get your catalogue out, have a look online, don't miss out. This is a great time to be buying stuff. Have a look on my blog, there's so much information there. There's more on my Facebook page, and if you were looking to buy the stuff to make this album, perfect time for it. Get your DSP and your cardstock from Stampin' Up. Guaranteed good quality, and your DSP all coordinates, so you know it'll all work well with your album. Double-sided, it's a bonus. Watch the last video. So that's enough of that for now. Let's get into the making. So for today's tutorial, you will need a base page. You will need a sheet of the cardstock that you're making your pages with. You will need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock, and remember I talked about last time about having double-sided, so mine are double-sided. These are painted with love. Okay, we did discuss that in the last video. You will also need whatever it is that you're cutting with and scoring with. I'm using my Stampin trimmer because it allows me to do both. And you will need some glue or some tape, whatever adhesive it is that you are using. I'm personally using wet glue because I think it's easier for shifting things around. So let's get started. Line these out of the way. This is a very simple but effective page, and it is building upon what we did in the last video. Okay, so as always, if you're in my group, the Stampin' Stashes group on Facebook, bonus material will be there. So there's a bonus video and there's all of the cut sheets for all the pages that we're doing. So the pages are being added as we go, because obviously I don't want you to see ahead on to what we're doing. So there are cut sheets for the basic page, there's cut sheets for last week's page and the DSP or pattern paper cuts, and again this time there'll be the videos and there will be the cut sheet for what we're doing today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our sheet, have it landscape. We're going to cut it so it's 6.5 inches tall, okay, and get that in focus, 11 inches wide. So we'll do that first. So first thing, make it 6.5 tall. And I want to go to 11 this way. Making sure you line up against your bottom bar. Okay, that easy for the cutting. That's all the cutting we're doing today. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to score at 5 inches. And again at 10 inches. So if we do the 10-inch score line first, since we're already lined up there. And remember, we're scoring, not cutting if you're using the Stampin trimmer. And the 5-inch score line. So you now have this. And that's all the scoring we're going to do for now. We will be doing some more cutting because we need to cut DSP. I should have said before we weren't cutting anymore. Okay, so I'm going to fold this under. Bone fold to get it nice and crisp. And then we're going to fold it back on itself. Okay, so now you have this. Take your basic page. So this is your binding strip, this is your flap that you open. Did forget one thing I was supposed to tell you. Okay, put your basic page to one side. Right, your zigzag piece we've just cut. Yeah. We're going to mitre the corners. It gives you a nicer finish. So I'm only cutting to the score line, not beyond, because otherwise that does make your page look messy. The reason we chop the corners off, for those of you that are new to this, it gives you a tidier finish. You don't end up with bits of paper that didn't quite line up at the top, and it cuts down on bulk, especially if you're adding additional flaps. So what we are going to do, your basic page, we are going to slot, this is your zigzag page, that flap there on your zigzag page is going to get stuck there. So what you will end up with is this. Okay, so you take your basic page, open it up flat, might be the easiest way to show you. You take your zigzag page and you want the underside of your flap, see how we folded it like that, you want to put your adhesive here. This is my basic page, my binding strips here, there's my centre crease, yeah, so binding strip, centre crease, and this is where we're going to stick to there. It's awkward showing this on camera because I know how I usually do it, but I'm trying to make sure you can clearly see what I'm doing. The idea is that all of this will sit neatly like this. Okay. So now there's your binding strip and your page will zigzag open like that. Do not glue this down yet. Bonus video. You can glue it if you want to, but if you want to take a look at the bonus video first, join the group for that and you'll see why I'm saying don't glue that down yet. So now we're going to cut your designer paper, your pattern paper. that away. And we'll start by cutting your wastage paper, and we're going to cut it the same way that we did in part 2. So take a sheet of cardstock and you're going to cut off a piece that is 5 inches wide. And as I said, don't race ahead and pre-cut these because we are going to be doing different things with the base pages as we go along. Okay, so that's 5 inches wide. And we're going to cut this to 6 inches. And take the remaining piece and we cut this to 9 inches. And it'll help if I put my arm out. So cut to 9 inches. I'm going to try and work out a setup where the camera is above what I'm doing so you can actually see measurements. At the moment I haven't got that. Okay, so this is now 9 inches. We're going to turn this way. I want to cut this so this is 6 inches wide. Keeping hold of all of the bits that we cut off for use later on in this project or on another project. Okay, and then we're going to cut this to 4.5 inches. Remember, the guide sheet for this can be found in the group. I will try to remember to put captions on the video so that you've got the measurements, but going into the group is actually the best way to get everything. Okay, so that's all my pieces of DSP cut for the base page. Now we need to cut the DSP for the zigzag. So to do this we are going to cut 2 strips that are 4.5 inches wide. Just 4.5. 4.5. We save that for another thing, another project or further on in the album. And then we cut that to 6. Very easy cutting with the pattern paper for this one. And we'll do the same again with this one. We cut it to 6. And since gluing down the paper is self-explanatory, I am going to speed this bit up. So there we have our finished page. So that comes out like this. And on the back. Now remember, everywhere that you've got paper, pattern paper, you can put a photo, you can put some journaling, you can put a ticket or anything else you want to include in your mini album. So this single page on its own will hold 8 photos minimum, because you could put 2 small photos per page, so it's going to hold more than 8. Okay, so that's loads of photos just on one page. So if you'd like to know why I said don't stick that one down on this page, check out my group, the Stampin' Stasher group on Facebook, and I'll show you why in the bonus video. Thanks for coming by, and drop back with me again. I think next one's next Thursday, and we'll have another video for you. So thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.